So Google Plus, does this thing have legs?
This is their third foray at social, and I think this is the one that they've done the best job at. In a lot of ways, I think that they've taken some of the better elements of both Facebook and Twitter, and I think they've got an interesting proposition.
Whether they have it totally right yet or not, they're going to keep going at this until they figure out something that connects, and they're getting great traction right now.
Do you see this becoming more like Twitter or more like Facebook, or are they trying to do both?
Initially, when they first came out, it felt more like Facebook. And maybe that's because I was kind of in there early and putting people in my circles. Now it's definitely feeling more like Twitter, where there's a lot of people that are putting me in their circles and I don't know who they are, which feels more like Twitter.
It's feeling more like blogging to me, because there's not the limitation on how much content you can put in the way Twitter has it. And the threaded conversations are kind of comment-orientated. I was joking that, every night I put off blogging and every morning I put off going to the gym. But I was trying to force myself onto my blog, and I used Tumblr. And I was thinking to myself, maybe I just do this in Google+.
One of the big things they've touted is the privacy, the circles, that kind of thing. What do you think about that as far as one of the major features?
The way they've done circles, clearly really elegant, great metaphor, but I'm too lazy even to use circles. I think a lot of people have gotten over privacy and kind of know the social web, you're putting stuff out there.
There was a report that came out predicting that Google Plus would be the second largest social network by next year, which I thought was pretty
bullish.
Yeah, it's pretty bullish.
Well, I think because Google has a platform of search and Gmail and Maps and Picasa and YouTube, that they can start to aggregate all of that towards that one platform. So do they have the ability to be number two? Sure, yes, they do. The bigger question is, how close can they get to be number one? Right? I think Facebook, 750 million active users, that's where everyone is setting their sights, right? And that should be the comparison to Google, not could they get bigger than a MySpace or an Orchid or something like that. The interesting thing here for Facebook is that they haven't had a real competitor. With MySpace and Facebook, they were really kind of two different audiences for a long time. And I think this is good for the overall ecosystem of social media.
Yeah, the idea of Zuckerberg rallying the troops at a common enemy is a scary thought, knowing how talented that team is. And I agree, it's going to make Facebook that much better, and we're all going to benefit from that competition.